We're at 743. New Orleans homeowners have been pretty upset about the higher property assessments for their homes this year. Some have gone up dramatically, which means they could be paying more in property taxes. The Orleans Parish Assessor, Erroll Williams, has talked to city council members about what is causing this. He is joining us this morning with more on that. We have been mentioning you were going before the city council today. You're not going before the council. You've already been there. They're passing a resolution.
Yeah, I went before the council. They asked me to present how the assessments were derived, okay, and we made a presentation. Today, I understand it's just a matter of them passing a resolution asking one of the Legislative Auditor to come in and review what I've done, okay. We welcome all reviews.
And you go by what's considered fair housing market values. Now, when you did those values, was it when interest rates were very low and prices were shooting up very high? Because they've come down a bit.
Well, keep in mind, the way it works is that we take 3 to 4 years of sales averages. Every year in Orleans Parish is between 14 and 20,000 sales. Based upon those 14 to 20,000 sales, we take those sales prices on a neighborhood by neighborhood basis, and we allocate that rate per square foot to every property. And we go out and physically look at it to determine whether or not, from this curbside view, whether or not it's in fair, poor, or excellent condition. And then we assign the value based upon that rate per square foot. Now, the challenge for us is we don't know what's going on behind the walls of these properties. Some of them, from the outside, they look like it's recently renovated. Inside, the house is damaged, or it could be, let's call it, most of the time, it could be gutted. And what we do is ask the public, when we give you an estimate, which is a proposed value, bring us the evidence to show that our information is incorrect. And based upon that, we will try and make the adjustments to try and, but yeah, if you come and say, well, my house is, I haven't done anything in 20 years on the house, it's worth no more than what I paid for, well, we're not going to honor that. We're going to only honor when you got evidence to show that our value is wrong based upon sales in that respective neighborhood or condition of the property.
And we've been hearing this figure, 23%, going up 23%. Is that for everybody?
No, some values are actually as much as 200%, based upon a guy had a property that was damaged, okay, and he didn't do the repair, so now he's repaired it in the neighborhood where the value is because of short-term rentals or new construction has gone up, then it's possible for that to happen. The 23% represents the total. Keep in mind that when you have the 23%, the tax rate goes down. So that means that the same person.
We hear that, but that's if the millages stay low or roll back.
If. The law says that the tax recipient agencies must reduce the tax rate based upon increase.
However, do they always?
Well, the tax recipient agencies are like some people I know. They never have enough money, will spend every penny they get. So, you have to keep that in perspective, and that we hope, and I'm hopeful that they will understand that with doubling insurance costs, increasing assessments, that you don't need to increase the rate. If you stay where you are, you'll get the same money you got this year, $715 million, plus any new construction that's come on the road. So that means there's still going to be an increase, but the increase, okay, will not be as large as it is right now.
And during your meeting with the council earlier, Helena Moreno was asking you, why are we seeing this parish go so much higher when surrounding parishes are not?
Well, right now they don't revalue until next year. So most people don't realize that because we collect taxes at the beginning of the year, they collect at the end of the year, so they won't do 24 until next year, next August.
And a lot of people look at it and they just assume you have all the power and you're just being some, whatever the word is, raising rates.
No, my job is to chase fair market value, try and determine it, and give everybody an equitable distribution of that fair market value on a neighborhood by neighborhood basis. And we try our best to do that. And
of the people that come in to argue or fight this, how many of them actually get something resolved in their favor?
I'd say 60, 70% of them that come in to see us. But so far, in the first week or so, we've seen 1,052 people.
So you're saying if you really believe you're being overassessed, you should fight it.
Yeah, we should fight it, okay? And then if you don't agree with us, the Board of Review, which is the city council, hires an outside appraisal firm to go in and determine the fair market value, okay, of that property. And you may agree with them, I may agree with them, or you may not, both of us may disagree with them, but there's several levels of appeal.
And oftentimes we see these long lines at City Hall, people doing their assessments, they wait till the last minute. There are several locations where you can go and fight your property tax.
Yeah, we have 3 locations, but you don't have to leave your house. You can do it online, or you just schedule an appointment, and one of my appraisers will meet with you online virtually or via phone, any way you want to do it. That way you don't have to come down and worry about parking, because we found parking is a very important element when it comes down to people coming down to City Hall. So, you know, the Lakeview Center, where we have our, is a church behind the, I guess, the License Bureau. And then we have the courthouse on the other side in Algiers. So,
Okay, so the assessment you have right now, that's an estimate, that's a proposal. You can fight it, you can get it reduced.
that's correct. That's what the public inspection period is all about. And
Okay.
be honest, it's a 30-day period for me, because I asked that it be expanded. The rest of the assessors only have a 2-week period.
All right, if you want to dispute the increase in your tax assessment, you can meet with the assessor's office until August the 15th, or you can file an online appeal until August the 18th. You can take pictures of your home's interior while holding a current newspaper showing today's date. Take that to the assessor, and you can dispute the value of your property. All right.